There will be things you will have to let go to receive Christ. There will things you will have to die to receive his spirit stronger. Luke 9:23 says, then he said to the crowd, if any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross daily and follow me. And that is what I had to do. It is so many things I had to die to that I love. There were so many things that I had to give up to receive God's spirit closer and deeper, but I had to die to certain things to hear his voice, to seek after his face, to allow him to guide me. I had to die to some things to become that righteous person that he have called us to be as his children. And sometimes the things that we love are things that is not of God. It is some things that we hold on to so tightly that is not of God, that is not glorify God, that is not worthy of God. And we wonder why we can't hear his voice. We wonder why we can't feel his peace. We wonder why we can't feel his spirit, because we are holding on to things that is not of God. We love those things, we desire those things, but some of those things is not of God, not made from God, and that doesn't glorify God. I had to die to myself daily. I have to say no to flesh and yes to spirit if I want to continue to live this life that he have called us to live, this pure and holy, righteous life that he have always promised us. But I had to die to some things to receive that. And that is why he calls us to fast, because in a fast, you have to die. You have to stop doing things you love. That's why people go on 21-day fasts and stop eating sugar, stop eating meat, stop watching TV. You have to die to the things you love so you can hear God more. That is why he say go on a fast, because sometimes the things that we love, the things that we are doing is quenching the Holy Spirit and allowing our flesh to appear, and we wonder why we're struggling, and we wonder why we feel hopeless and depression and sadness, because of the things that we are doing that is pushing us into our flesh and not the spirit. Now I live a fasted life. I live a life that pleases the Lord. And it was a process. I'm not here to boast about it. I'm not here to brag about it, because it was definitely a process, and it still is a process from to this day going. But I had to die to some things to receive him more. So make sure you check out my video if you want to hear more about my story.